Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, enough of that. In all seriousness, Rumble is a great game mode in Destiny Crucible. It actually helps you to hone your gunplay skills and become more effective in your one-on-one encounters, making sure you win them more consistently. So even if you are not really into Rumble, maybe you've avoided playing it, it can be quite intimidating at first, but once you get good at it and you start racking up the kills, it can actually get really enjoyable, and it will help you with the other game modes, because even if you're playing a team game mode, you still are going to run into people one-on-one from time to time. And in other scenarios where you're team playing, you might just sort of fall back and regroup with your teammates. In Rumble, you haven't got that option, so it forces you to go for it and to make plays and try and outgun people, outmaneuver people in a one-on-one situation. There's no backup. You're on your own, no one's going to be supporting you. You can't wait, you can't hold a position and wait for your teammates to back you up. You haven't got any, right? Okay, so here I'm pushing outside. Now this is not a smart move really, because I have short range weapons. My hand cannon is really more of a sort of mid to short range weapon. I've got a shotgun, so really I should leave this area to the guys with the pulse rifles and the snipers and the scout rifles, and should really concentrate on being inside. I've got red all around me, don't even know which way to go really, so I'm trying to grenade that guy, weaken him so I can get a shot on him, and of course I get taken out from the side, because soon as other players hear gunplay, they're going to hone in on you and track you down. Even if I'd won that encounter, I probably would have died anyway. So I'm better off staying inside with the weapons I have. And that's always a good idea, especially on the larger maps, to just pick a part of the map you're comfortable with and just control that zone. Actually play to the strengths of your weapons and really learn that particular part of the map. The entry points, the exit points, the lines of sight, and have that map sort of spatially in your mind, so at any point you know where you are, you know where you're vulnerable to be shot from. So once you've finished shooting someone, maybe you're damaged, you can easily dip into cover. You always know where to go. At a drop of a hat, you can just dip into cover and get your health back. Now obviously shotguns are really effective because they kill quickly, so you can get kills without getting damaged, and that means you can go on and kill someone else straight away. You don't have to sort of avoid the next person, because that's what people want to do. They want to just go from kill to kill and get to 20 kills as soon as they can, and then they win the game. So you can see I've got 5 minutes left and I've got 8 kills. The leader has got 10 kills, so I'm in second place. And yeah, I got in with the heavy. If you can get the heavy, obviously that's an advantage. So I'm just using the crabs. They just crawl on the walls, and because I'm in a confined space, people can't jump up and get away from the crabs. So it's very effective to use a colony in this little area of the map. And of course, if they're hiding around the corner, the little crabs will go after them. So it doubled back on that guy, but he managed to get me before I could shoot him. Okay, when you're in first place, you really want to hang on to that position. It's like, I need to get more kills, I need to get more kills before the other guy gets kills. But don't be tempted to push out of your little area. Guys will come to you. And trust me, Rumble players are very aggressive. They've got big egos, right? They want to be number one, they want to be top dog, they want to have the most kills. So if you kill them, they're going to want revenge, and if they know they can easily find you because you're in a particular part of the map, they will keep coming time and time again to get revenge. But as I said, if you know the lines of approach, you can actually pick them off before they can get you. And often you will get a feel for the spawns as well. So once you kill someone, you have a good idea of where they're spawning, and you can go back and kill them again. Yeah, definitely make sure you're using your grenades effectively to weaken people. Keep an eye on that mini-map at all times. I know there's a guy in front of me and there's a guy to the left of me, and be thinking to yourself, okay, I'll get a kill here, and then the guy behind me is probably going to be coming up, so you need to turn back straight away into cover and try and get the drop on the next guy. Now a roaming super is always a good idea in Rumble, because it's normally one-on-one, people are spread out, So an area of effect super like a Nova Bomb isn't really going to be that effective. So there's a guy going for the heavy there. Managed to pick him off and get... I'm surprised I got the heavy there without getting killed. So I've got some more colonies. So now I want to get back inside where that's going to be more effective. So this guy's pushing out. I've got one behind me. So they're both behind me now. So really that was a waste of that colony, that crab there. I shouldn't have fired that because people can just jump up to avoid that anyway. So there's a guy spawning and that's a spawn point, and of course he's had a shield when he spawned in, so that's something to be wary of. When they spawn in, they do have that advantage. There we go. So just keep killing people and you win. Simple as that. Take a break. Stop shooting me, come on, leave me alone. I've won. It's too late for you. Now I do enjoy playing Rumble because you don't have to worry about your teammates, what they're doing. It's all about you. You've got no one else to blame. And that's quite refreshing. So I like to have a game of Rumble from time to time. So here I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm just going to pick a certain area where there's good cover. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. Wakey, wakey. Oh, he's awake now. There you go. Oh dear. Just let him wake up before I shot him. You know, it's not polite, is it, to shoot someone when they're not really AFK. You know, at least let him move a bit first. So now I've got guys all around me. So this is going to be a bit tricky. Again, using my grenade there. So I'm keeping moving. If you're static, you're more of an easy target. So there's two guys there. One, I should have used cover better there. One guy just picked me out and took me out. So now I'm just going to stay in this area, and there you go, the Luna. You can free tap people with the Luna. I've got 131 on the head there, so the Luna's Howl perk kicked in. I do have a video on getting the Luna's Howl if you want to get one for yourself, so definitely check that out. Okay, so there's just me and this guy here, and I'm trying to bait him to push me, because as I said before, guys are really aggressive, and sure enough, he came around the corner. Now, really, you know, if someone's baiting you, and then maybe they're crouching. If you crouch, you actually go off the radar. You still blip on the radar every few seconds, but if you crouch, your red marker will go off the radar. So if you're following someone and they're crouching around the corner, if you push, you know they've probably got a shotgun. So you will definitely want to jump above their line of sight. So that's often what I will do. I will try and get high on the player. So that guy there just, you know, he should have jumped around. He was a warlock. If he'd come around that corner above my line of sight at a higher level, he would have got the drop on me. And I definitely advise you to record your games and do what I'm doing now. Look at your plays. How could you have played better? How could your opponents have played better? And learn from your mistakes. Again, I 3-tapped that guy. He didn't move around that much. He tried to strafe left and right a little bit to make it harder for me to shoot him. Now here, I jump up. This is a mistake. I've jumped into a point where I can't manoeuvre. So he got me with that Jotun. That's a really good fusion rifle that traps you. I need to get one of those. I still haven't had one drop for me in the forge. Okay, so the heavy's up. Players are going to be going for the heavy. So I might be able to get a pick here. Sure enough, there's a guy trying to play for the heavy. Another one going for it. He's there. I've just got a shield up. So I jumped in the air. I should have actually jumped higher. Again, height is always an advantage, but of course if you jump in the air, then you're more prone to being picked off from people further away. So when you're jumping, think what's behind me. You know, if there's cover behind me, is there cover left and right? Now, if you are jumping up high to go and get a look at people, you can see where they're moving, the general direction. It definitely gives you a huge advantage. So if you feel that someone might have seen you and they're tracking you, break line of sight. Use cover so that they can't see exactly where you are, and then double back on yourself. Do something unexpected. Don't be predictable. If you can actually bait them into pushing you, they probably will, because they think they've got the drop on you. They may not realise you've seen them or that you're aware of them. definitely listen out. You can tell so much about what's around you if you pay careful attention to footsteps, and that's why using a headset, I've got quite a few headset reviews on my channel, so if you want a headset, definitely check those out, and that will help you actually pinpoint where players are left or right of you. So I'm keeping moving, keep jumping. See, he was smart there. He knew he was out of shotgun range, and so he switched to a different weapon. So if you can bait shotgunners and keep them at bay, then you've got like a sidearm or a fusion rifle that can give you the advantage over shotgunners, and then you can pick them off before they can get to you. A lot of people will use the last word in Crucible because it's whoa. I don't know how I got away with that. A lot of people use the last word, kills people quickly, efficiently, and at a longer range than a shotgun is effective. So you can deal with shotgunners very easily. And you can, of course, you can pair it with a sniper.
3 minutes left.
Now, snipers in Crucible, difficult to use at the moment. They're not meta at the time of doing this video. And you won't see many people using them in Rumble, but people do use them and can be effective, but it's a high skill level. Someone kills me with a sniper in Rumble, I don't get salty, I'm like, good shot mate, credit to you, you're obviously a very good player. So this guy here, again, super aggressive, he wants to get back into the fight, so I can easily pick him off. So that guy there was out in the open, easy pick. Again, this guy's spawning around me. That was a bit of a lame grenade, because he's using his little shield. Whoa! First, yeah! So I got to 20, so there's another game won. Okay, so I hope I've given you some pointers and you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the Crucible, maybe even in Rumble. Thank you, and goodbye.